Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good afternoon, dear students. Okay, so today kita dapatlah buat kelas lagi sekali, Alhamdulillah. So kita akan bincang, we will discuss on topic 2.3, 2.4 and tutorial 2 if we have more time to do so, okay? Okay, so remember this Friday you will have a test and it will consist of these topics as well, 2.3 until 2.4. Let me share my screen first. Okay, let's see exercise 2.3. Question number 1. Find the unit tangent vector t at general point and at the given point. If the question asks you to find general point, means it asks you to find in terms of t. Okay. So your equation must be in terms of t. Variable t. So at the given point means whatever the questions give you lah. For example, 1a dia bagi t equals to 1 kan, okay? And then the 1b is t equals to negative 1. Okay, let me show you one of these. Contoh 1b lah You might interrupt me at any time kalau ada yang tak faham. Sebelum tu, this chapter 2 is mainly about differentiation and integration. Okay, so the skills, your skills of integration, differentiation is very crucial lah. Kalau you tak tahu the basic differentiation, integration, memang you kena buat latihan balik benda itu dahulu sebelum you go further into the unit tangent ke unit normal ke, okay, or binomial, because dia punya basic knowledge dia adalah differentiation dan juga integration. Okay, so for example in this one, chapter 2 ni actually the easiest chapter because everything is formula. Semua pun formula saja, okay? And then the formulas are given during your test or final, means in the assessment. So you don't have to remember, okay? So for 1b, the question asks you to find t. T is a unit tangent vector. Okay, so what is the formula for unit tangent vector? So you boleh rujuk balik buku atau video. Siapa yang ada beli buku tu boleh rujuk buku, which is t equals to r prime over the norm of r prime. Okay, the magnitude or the norm. Yang ini kita panggil magnitude ataupun norm. Okay, so kalau saya differentiate r prime, saya akan differentiate, saya dapat 2t. Differentiate 2 dapat kosong, so 2t tambah kosong untuk I. Okay, untuk j it will be 3t to the power of 2 minus 0 again. And then for k there's no k, so this will be your r prime. So what is the norm of r prime? The norm of r prime is actually 2t squared plus 3t squared again. So we'll have 4t squared plus 9t to the power of 4. Okay, and then the question asks you to put a value t equals to negative 1. So masukkan sajalah value t equals to negative 1. So this is at the general point. The answer at the general point, and this is I'm trying to do the answer for t equals to negative 1. So 13 squared. Okay, or you can write in terms of negative 2 over square root 13i plus 3 over negative 13j. Okay, because the square root 13 is for both lah, negative 2 and 3. Okay, sebab dia darab kan, darab. So boleh tulis macam ni ataupun yang atas ni, doesn't matter. It is a representation of the vector. Means you can write in terms of I plus j plus k, or you can write in terms of I, j, k, but with the bracket. Okay. But then kalau you letak katalah ni A, I, B, C, yang ini you tak payah buat I, J, K lah. You kena buat dia punya constant saja, A, B, C saja. But then the bracket must be yang pointed out. Okay. Itu beza dia. Dia bukan bracket like this one. This is not a vector. Okay. Let's move into question 2. Kalau you ada nak tanya soalan, please open your mic sebab saya mungkin tak dapat nak baca chat ni. Okay, number 2, find the unit tangent vector and the unit normal vector at general point and at the given point. So it is the same as number 1 actually. However, there's a pertambahan, addition of n. N is the unit normal vector. Okay, so n is actually t prime over the norm of t prime. Okay, let's say kita buat satu juga, b lah, 2b Saya rasa ni tak ada masalah kan? Tapi ada soalan yang actually jawapan lain daripada tu. Nanti kita akan pergi kepada soalan tu and then I will tell you which question is exactly. Okay, if you notice that I actually like to write the vector in terms of bracket lah, because for me the IJK tends to like mengganggu saya kat situ bila saya nak integrate or differentiate, because the IJK dia tak ada apa-apa. You integrate or differentiate, it will be IJK also. Okay, so saya tulis dalam bentuk bracket. So in order to find n, you have to find t. So in order to find t, you have to find r prime. Okay, so differentiate cos will get negative sign kan. So negative 4 sin t, differentiate sign will be cos, and then differentiate t will be 1. Okay, and then the norm is negative 4 sin t squared plus, and then don't forget another one. Okay, so actually this one, yang bawah ni, the denominator, you can simplify. Okay. The simplification will become okay, macam mana nak simplify? Saya tunjuk satu-satu You square, you will get 16 sin squared t plus another 16 cos squared t plus 1 kan. Okay, kalau you factorize this one, factorize yang ini, actually yang benda semua ni you boleh skip je kalau you dah faham. Daripada sini you boleh terus factorize kan. Okay, tapi ni saya nak tunjuk lah macam mana factorize tu. So 16 you akan bawa keluar sin cos 2t and then another plus cos squared t, and then the plus 1 cannot be factorized kan, so dia keluar saja. So actually this one will become 1. So what's left is 16 plus 1, which is 17 lah. So yang bawah tu dia jadi punca kuasa 17. Sebab itu dia jadi punca kuasa 17 kan, sebab 16 tambah 1. So this is the question, the answer for your T at a general point. Okay, at a general point. So if T equals to 0, it will be negative 4 sin 0, 4 cos 0, 1 over negative 17. So tekanlah calculator. Sin kosong sama kosong, cos kosong sama dengan 1. So dia akan jadi 0, 4, 1. Okay. Ataupun samalah macam jawapan tu, which is 4 over square root 17J. Because J, I ni tak ada dah, I ni kosong. Okay, so you start with J and then K. Plus 1 over square root 17K. Okay, now N. To find N, you have to differentiate T. This is the norm of differentiation. T prime divided by the norm of T prime. Okay, when you want to differentiate T, you didn't take this one. Jangan ambil yang dah masuk nilai. You ambil yang at general point. Okay, in which your T tu masih ada. Okay, so you ambil yang from here lah. This is your T tadi kan. Okay, jangan ambil yang masuk nilai. Sebab bila yang ambil masuk nilai, dia tinggal constant. So beza constant akan dapat kosong lah. Okay, so there's no use of that. Okay, square root 17 masih juga ada sebab it's a constant only. So kita akan beza ke atas. Beza sin akan dapat cos. So negative 4 cos t. Beza cos akan dapat negative sin. And then beza 1 akan dapat kosong. So this is the t prime only. Okay, belum lagi t dan berapa. So saya perkan dengan, okay, the norm will be yang inilah. Kosong lah kosong square root. Okay, so yang bawah ni you kena solvekan dahulu. Katalah saya akan solve Saya tunjuk satu-satu macam mana nak solvekan. So actually benda dia sama saja. If you already done this question too many times, okay, you will see that it takes all the same things lah, okay. So squared 4 to the power of 4 squared will be 16. So dia akan dapat cos squared t. And then the square root 17 squared will be 17 only lah sebab square root tu dia potong kan. Plus another one 16 sin squared t over again square root 17 square will be 17 only. And then 0, 0. Tapi jangan lupa dia still ada square root yang besar sekali tu. Okay. This one you only solve for the square. Okay. So bila saya kita buat satu-satu. Okay, this one you boleh faktorkan 16 over 17, right? And then you will get cos squared t plus sin squared t, which is again will be equals to 1. Okay. So yang ini, ada punca cos 17 kat sini saya lupa tulis. Okay, yang ini actually you boleh potong atas ni. Okay, and then what's left for you is negative cos t, negative sin t, 0. Okay, this is N at the general point T. And at T equals to 0, your N0 will be negative cos 0, negative sin 0, and 0. Which is negative 1, 0, 0. So dapatlah negative I. Okay. Boleh tak? Faham tak? This is the part of differentiation and integration that you have to master before you can go further. Okay. And then mana boleh potong tu you potong je. Sebab end up dia akan jadi lebih ringkas untuk you jadikan jawapan. Okay, let's see 3. Number 3 is binomial. So B. Okay, let's see B 3B. Find the binomial vector at the given value of t. So r equals to exponent t cos t exponent t sin t is 1 and t equals to 0. Okay, this is an interesting question. Why? Because you have exponent t cos t. So you have two functions there. Okay, you have a exponent function and trigo function. So in this question, you have to use product rule. Okay, so ingat untuk differentiation, so saya ulang balik sikit. Differentiation, you ada product rule. Product rule ni untuk hasil darab. You ada quotient rule. Quotient rule ni untuk hasil bahagi. And then you ada chain rule. Okay, so you have to know the difference between all these three rules lah before you can proceed. Okay, again, the skills, your knowledge in integration and differentiation is crucial in this topic. Okay. Okay, there are two formulas to find the binomial, right? The first formula is the bt cross n, and then the second formula is the r prime cross r double prime over the norm of r prime cross r double prime. Okay, I don't know which one is the easiest one, obviously. Okay, because we have to do try and error lah kat sini. Sebab salah satu ni lebih senang atau salah satu lebih susah. Okay, let's see. I want to try the second one. Sebab in terms of R, so I will find R prime. Okay, so this is the part yang you kena tahu, which is, let's say this is your U, this is your V. And then you use the product rule. So the product rule will be U V prime plus V U prime. Okay, if you want to differentiate d over dx, and then you have uv. Okay, u is another function, v is another function. So the formula is uv prime plus vu prime. Okay, so exponent t cos t plus differentiate cos will be sine. Okay, and then exponent t sin t, beza sin akan dapat cos, and then beza 1 will be 0, and then r double prime. Okay, again, exponent t cos t, and then differentiate cos will be exponent t sin t minus exponent t sin t, and then minus beza sin akan dapat cos exponent t cos t. This is the first one only, yang ini saja baru kat sini. So the second one will be exponent t plus. Zero zero lah. Okay, and then I will do the cross product of these two. Macam panjang tak apa, kita try dulu. I, J, K. Okay, so actually this one dia boleh dapat exponent t tolak exponent t cos habis. So tinggal adalah negatif 2 exponent t sin t. Then the second one, this one boleh tolak. So what's left is 2 exponent t cos t dan 0. Okay. So 0i minus 0j plus 2 exponent t. Okay, you may try by yourself, okay? Okay. this is what's left for R cross R prime cross R double prime. So the P will be R prime cross R double prime over the lower R prime cross double prime. Okay, and then at t equals to 0, the binomial will be k as well, because there's no value of t that you have to, that you can substitute. Okay. So the key point is, whenever you can simplify the equation, simplify it first. Okay, any questions?
Madam,
Yeah.
Madam, may I know how to do the 3A? Because I got a different answer from the behind.
3A, yeah?
Yeah, 3A.
Okay. So no question for this 3B, yeah? Okay, let's see 3A. So actually you may try, because there are two formulas for binomial. Okay, if you can't get the first formula, then you can try for the second formula. Okay. So let's see, we try for, tadi kita dah try yang R prime cross R prime. Okay, differentiate cos will be two seven two squared. This is 16 plus, that is 16 squared. So 272 squared. And then 4 sine t negative 4 cos t and 16. So b at pi over 2 will be okay, so cut the calculator, will be 4 0 16 270 2 square. Is it the answer? In IJK, or you can write as 4 over 272i plus 16 over 272 square root k, because your j is 0. Okay, so this is I can see this, the answer is the same as in the answer sheet given. Boleh? Siapa yang tanya tadi tu boleh?
Ya, boleh. Thanks, madam.
Okay, can I proceed? I proceed with 4. Find the length of each of the following arc. So number 4 is arc length. Okay, another function, another formula. The circle, the scalar helix from the point. Okay, let's see question B again for B. Okay, because B is the 3D lah, dia ada 3 XYZ. Okay, and then it has 4.0 for pi over 2 to negative 405. Okay, before that, kita kena differentiate. So R prime lah. So the arc length L is the norm of R prime T dt. Okay, we have find the R prime, so the norm will be negative 4 sin t squared plus square root dt. Now our questions is, what is the A and B? Okay, you want to integrate now. Okay, dia bukan lagi differentiate, differentiate and then ada integration. So the integration to the range of integration will be from, okay, you look into where is your t. The variable must be t kan, because it's dt. So this is t. T is on the z. So you look into z only, which is from pi over 2 until pi. Okay, faham Katalah z awak ni sama dengan 2t. Okay, 2t. Maksudnya yang ini adalah 2t, yang ini pun adalah 2t. So nak dapatkan t, mesti bahagi. So t will be pi over 4 until t equals to pi over 2. Faham Jangan terus ambil. Dia mesti depends on the variable. This is kebetulan kat sini memang variable dia t kita bagi. So you boleh ambil terus t lah, which is pi over 2 until, this is t equals to pi over 2 until t equals to pi. Okay, so we differentiate. We integrate. So again, yang ini saya boleh permudahkan menjadi this one 17. Kenapa? Sebab ni akan jadi 4 kuasa 2 sama 16. Dia ada sin kuasa 2 tambah cos kuasa 2 sama dengan 1. So 16 tambah 1 dapatlah 17. So the square root of 17. So and you want to integrate when you want to integrate a constant, dia akan dapat nilai t sajalah. Okay, so t is pi over 2 until pi. It's like when you want to integrate 5 dx. So you can dapat 5x saja kan. So you tambah the variable only. So this one pun sama This square root 17 ni constant saja. Every square root apa semua yang ada nilai bawah tu constant saja. You treat it as constant. So tak payah nak jadikan square root 17 kuasa 2 per 2. Tak perlu. Ada student buat macam ni. Okay, sebab dia tak faham maksud constant dan juga variable. Okay, when you can differentiate between constant and variable, there no such thing as this one lah. Okay, so pi minus pi over 2, which is will be pi over 2. Okay, Okay, so this is question number 5. Yang saya kata tadi ada jawapan yang salah kan? Okay, the question yang salah tu adalah F. So, kita akan tengok 5F So, jangan tengok jawapan 5F dalam answer sheet given. This is the answer for 5F. Okay, and then the question asks to find the curvature and radius of curvature. So again, curvature pun dia ada beberapa function. So let's use the T prime pun boleh, you nak guna yang R prime cross R double prime pun boleh. Okay. Let's say I want to use the norm of T prime divided by the norm of R prime. So I have to find T prime, and then T prime is actually R. I have to find T first. T pula tu apa dia? T is R prime over the norm of R prime kan? Okay. So benda nak cari ni lah. So saya beza saja. Beza ke atas tu kena apa? 5 cos 3t. Okay. Differentiate cos you will get negative sign. Okay. So however dia 3 kat sini kan? So 3 kat sini dia kena keluar. So negative sin 3t. Okay, so student biasa dia terlupa yang ni. This is the crucial thing lah. Dia lupa yang ni. Lupa nak darab ke depan. Okay. Kalau differentiate, dia akan darab ke depan. Kalau integrate, dia akan bahagi ke bawah. Itu beza in between differentiation and integration. Okay. Let's say you have cos AT. Okay, you want to differentiate D over DT for cos AT. Actually, you will get apa? Bukan saja cos dan negatif. Beza cos dapat negative sign. Negative sign AT. Tapi, you kena bezakan dalam ni pula terhadap T. Which is, you akan dapat A kan? And then A ni yang ke depan. Which is negative A sin AT. Okay. So, again, kalau Awak rasa punya differentiation skills is very weak, please look into this first. Okay, sebab memang banyak soalan integration differentiation dalam kita punya course ni. Okay, and then memang integration differentiation is the crucial technique that you have to master first in this course. Okay, and then chapter 3 kita akan tengok differentiation, chapter 4 kita akan tengok integration sekali lagi. Okay, let's proceed. And then differentiate sign will get cos. Differentiate 2t will get 2 only. Okay, and then dia akan jadi negatif 15. Okay, so 15 kuasa 2 dapat 225 kan. Tambah 4 dapatlah 229. So 229 square root. Yang atas tu macam biasa. Negative 15 sin 3t. 15 cos 3t and 2. Okay, and then we have to find t prime. T prime maksudnya kita nak bezakan yang atas ni lah. Okay. Bila bezakan, 1 per punca kuasa 2, 29 ni, you bawa keluar siap-siap. Sebab it's only constant. Okay. You kena bezakan numerator dia ke atas saja. Okay. So, you bezakan sekali lagi benda yang sama. Tadi ada negatif 15, kena bawa keluar 3. And then, differentiate sign will be cos. Okay. Atas pun sama. Beza sin akan dapat cos, beza cos akan dapat negatif sign. Okay. So, negatif 15 darab 3. And then beza 2 dapat kosong. So you'll get negative 45 cos 3t. Okay, everything over 2 to 9. You already get your t prime and you already get your r prime as well. Okay, r prime awak kat atas ni, so you can calculate for your curvature. Okay, what is the norm of T prime? So yang ni kita akan ambil negatif 45 per 229 macam kuasa cos 3T kuasa 2 tambah 0 pun kita buat lah. Okay, the norm must be in terms of square root. Okay, again R prime. R prime, the norm of R prime kita dah kira, which is negatif 229 tadi lah. Okay. Okay, so solvekan atas ni, kita akan dapat 45 kuasa 2 bagi 229. Shall be 2025 over 229 square root over 229 square root. So actually the answer will be 2025 over 229 atau 0.195 lah. Curvature. There are no more variable t because the cos squared, this one, the cos squared 3t and the sin squared 3t will be equals to 1. So tak ada variable t dah. Okay, what is the radius of curvature? The radius of curvature is the 1 over k, and radius of curvature is equals to 1 over kappa. So 1 over 0.1965 5.0889 ataupun actually you boleh ubah macam ni je, 0.25, the numerator become denominator, the denominator become numerator, whichever answer. Okay, so this is the answer for question 5F. Okay, so that's it for exercise 2.3. So actually, again, you have to know your differentiation game must be strong, okay, because all the unit tangent, unit normal, binomial, curvature, and arc length, as well as the radius curvature, we will use differentiation and integration technique to solve it. Yeah.
Sorry, yang number 5F tu, saya rasa kita lupa yang dia bagi T pi over 6.
Pi over 6.
Dia bagi T.
Dia ada bagi pi over 6. T equals to pi over 6. However, in your last equation, there are no variable T. Kalau ada variable T, then that T you masukkan pi over 6. Tapi kalau tak ada dan you boleh potong, it doesn't matter lah. Contoh macam kat sini kan. Kalau you buat cos 3, you masukkan pi over 6 square. And then sin 3, again you masukkan pi over 6 square. This is actually equals to 1. Sama juga kalau you tidak masukkan dia. Dia still sama dengan this one. Macam ni, kuasa 3, kuasa 3 kan. Okay. Dia still sama dengan 1. Sebab dia memang ada formula identity dia. Faham tak? And then in this one, dah tak ada T, dah tak ada variable T. Kalau ada, baru masukkan.
Okey, jadi yang jawapan tu salah lah kan?
Itu dah saya kata, ini jawapan yang sepatutnya.
Okey, terima kasih.
Sama. Bila awak tengok ada cos kuasa 2 sin kuasa 2 ni, you actually kadang-kadang tak perlu nak masukkan nilai pun sebab dia akan jadi sama dengan 1, so tak perlu. Kecuali kalau belakang ni, contoh yang ni kan, yang ni dia ada nilai, dia bukan kosong, dia ada nilai. Biasa kat sini lah. Yang ini dah kita tahu ni, nampak dah ni mesti akan jadi sama dengan 1. So this one kosong. Kalau dia ada T kat situ, jadilah pi per 6 kat situ. Kalau ada 2T, jadilah 2 darab pi per 6 contohnya. 2.4 is motion in space. Motion in space, you have to calculate velocity, acceleration, and speed, as well as AT and NT. AT is the tangential, scalar tangential, and scalar normal. Okay. Again, dia ada formula dia, so tak perlu nak hafal lah. Okay, pembetulan sekali lagi kat sini pada soalan 5C. Pembetulan tu saya akan bagi tahu kemudian. Kita tengok the question one by one first. Find the velocity, question number 1. Find the velocity, acceleration and speed. Okay, ni senang ni You ada R. Kita ambil satu B Okay, and then T equals to 1. Okay, to find velocity, velocity is V. Ni semua tahu velocity is V. V is actually R, right? Okay. And then acceleration is A. A is actually V prime or R double prime. Okay, sebab dia ikut turutan tu kan. Okay. And then the speed is apa dia? Speed is V, the norm of V lah. V dalam bentuk skala, velocity dalam bentuk skala Okay, so R prime ni tak masalah dah ni Okay, and then at the time t, at t equals to 1, the v1 will be equals to 2, the a1 will be equals to 20. Ini yang saya kata tadi. Dia still juga 20 walaupun masukkan nilai t. Sebab dekat sini dia tak ada t. Tak ada t. Okay. No, there's no t in this function. So dia stick jadi macam tu juga. Okay. So it will be 2i. So this one will be 2i, this one will be 2i plus 2j. Okay, what speed? Okay, so speed equals to 1, the speed will be 8 uji kuasa ataupun 2 uji kuasa 2 sama macam tu Okay, B saya rasa pun, 2 pun tak ada masalah Use the given information to find the position and velocity vectors. Okay, 2 ni adalah integration sebab dia bagi A, dia suruh kita cari V dan R. Okay. So actually dia ada R, V, A. This one is differentiate. So d over dt. And then this one d over dt again. Tapi kalau ke sini, this one is the integral. Okay, so you kena tahu dia punya flow tu Okay, let's see 2C. Cos t sin t exponent negative t, and then dia bagi v0 is equals to negative I, and then give you r0 is equals to j minus I. Okay, this is what we call the initial problem. Okay, so we check find v first. So v is a dt, which is the cos t sin t exponent t dt. Okay, I haven't integrate yet. So the integration of course will be apa? Okay, dia beza kalau daripada differentiate. Kalau differentiate cos dapat negative sign, integrate cos dapat sign saja, dia tak ada negatif dah. So itu yang we kena tahulah, dia jangan jadi negatif juga, okay? So it will be sin t and then plus c1. Okay, so initial value problem, you have to plus c1 for each term. I plus c1 kalau actually tak payah guna c1, c2, c3 pun tak apa. You gunalah apa-apa alphabet yang you nak guna. Okay, contoh you plus c1 and then the j you plus c2 and then the k you plus c3. Okay, don't use all c or all d because the c ni c mewakili constant and each constant may be different. Okay, so you have to put a different constant. Okay, and then integrate sign. Okay, you differentiate sign, you will get cos. However, when you integrate sign, you will get negative cos plus C2. Okay, and then integrate exponent negative t will be negative exponent negative t plus C3. Okay. This is not the answer yet. Okay, you will use this V naught. Okay, given answer V naught equals to, in which your t is equals to 0 lah kan. So you masukkan sin cos t equals to 0, you get sin 0 plus C1, negative cos 0 plus C2, and then negative exponent negative 0 plus C3, and everything is equals to negative I. Okay, as in the information that give to you is V naught equals to negative I. So V naught equals to negative I means when you substitute your t equals to 0, you will get the answer equals to negative I. Now you substitute your t equals to 0, you'll get sin 0 0, C1, cos 0 is 1. So you get negative 1 plus C2, and then exponent 0 also 1. So negative 1 plus C3, and that's everything is equal to negative I. What is negative I? So actually negative I is negative 1 0 0 lah kan, negative 1 0 0. So C1 equals to negative 1. Negative 1 plus C2 is equals to 0. So your C2 is equals to 1. Negative 1 plus C3 also equals to 0. So your C3 will be equals to 1. So you substitute back all these C's into the equation, this V1. Not sorry, the V. So your VT, this is V, will be sin T plus C1. You already get the answer for C1, which is negative 1. And then cos T plus C2, which is another, again 1. And exponent, negative exponent negative T plus C3, which is 1. So this is your V. Okay. Okay, now we want to find the R. To find the R, now we integrate the V. So it means we integrate what the answer that we just get lah. So again, means we have to integrate sin t minus 1, negative cos t plus 1, and exponent negative t plus 1. Okay, what's the answer? When you integrate sin, you'll get negative cos. Integrate 1, you'll get t. Okay, this is integration and not differentiation, integration. So you have to know the difference. If you differentiate 1, you get 0. However, if you integrate 1, you'll get t. Okay, and then again plus the C1 for each term. This is the initial value problem. Okay, every time you integrate, you have to plus C1, C2, C3. Okay, remember that. Integrate cost will be sign again. So the negative will be still there, plus T plus C2. And then integrate, the negative exponent will be negative, negative will be positive, exponent T plus T plus C3. Okay, so now again, when T equals to 0, the information given is R0 will be J minus I. What is R0? R0 means T equals to 0, so you substitute the T equals to 0 into your equation first. Okay, and then the question gives you what? Equals to J minus I. Okay, J minus I is what? Is negative 1, 1 and 0 kan? So but I is negative 1, J is 1, Z is 0. Okay, so it will be negative 1 plus C1, 0 C2, and then 1 plus C3, which is equals to negative 1, 1 and 0. So negative 1 plus C1 is equals to negative 1. C1 will be 0. C2 will be equals to 1 directly. 1 plus C3 is equals to 0. So C3 will be equals to negative 1. So again, you substitute this into the R. This one. Okay. Therefore, your RT will be equals to negative cos T minus T plus 0, 0. Okay. Negative sin T plus T plus 1 and exponent negative T plus T minus 1. So this is the initial value problem. You have to do like this whenever you have given this initial value. Okay, do you have any question so far? Okay, kalau tak ada, kita teruskan. Number 3, velocity acceleration speed of particle with the given vector equations. So ni pun tak masalah lah. Just differentiate. Okay. Proceed with number 4. Number 4, find the velocity and position vector of a particle that has the given acceleration together with the given initial velocity. Okay, so number 4 pun sama macam number 2. Okay, I hope you dah buat dan dah dapat jawapan. So this is exactly the same lah. The same technique. I don't want to repeat the same things lah, unless we have questions about it. Okay. Okay. Number 5, the one that I said there will be there are corrections. There is correction. So 5C. Let's look into 5C. For 5C1, the question asks you to find the scalar tangential. Scalar tangential means the AT and normal component of acceleration, AT and AN lah. And then number 2, the question asks you to find the curvature, the part of the path at the point where the particle is located at the stated time t. Okay, so this will cari AT and N dan juga curvature. Find AT. So the formula for AT is V dot A over the norm of V. Then the formula for AN, okay, remember you don't have to memorize this formula. Okay, you have one is in terms of dot product, the second one is in terms of cross product. Okay, let's see, let us find V and A first. Okay, so this is differentiation. Differentiate sign will be cos. Differentiate cos will be negative sign. Okay, again sign will be cos. However, there are two, right? There are dua kat sini kan. So dua kat sini dia akan ke depan. Okay. So you get negative 2 cos 2t. Then we differentiate for A. So 2 times 2 will be 4. Negative, negative will be positive lah. Sin 2t. Okay, because if we shade cos, we'll get negative sign. However, you already get negative here, so negative, negative will be positive. Okay, now you do the dot product. Negative 9 cos t sin t plus 4 cos t sin t minus 8 cos 2t sin 2t. Means the 80 will be 80 over, this one is the dot product. V prime is 3 cos t squared plus negative 2 sin t squared plus. Okay, nampak macam panjang. Okay, tapi kita belum masukkan nilai, which is t equals to pi over 2. So, at t equals to pi over 2, our at will be, okay, tengok cos pi over 2 is 0. So this one will be 0 cos, this one also will be 0 because have cos. This one tak 0 cos pi over 2 cos pi, but sin pi over 2 will be 0. So ATX actually equals to 0. Masukkan nilai boleh try masukkan nilai. Now let's find AN. 3 cos t, negative 2 sin t, negative 2 cos 2t, IJK. Negative 3 sin t, negative 2 cos t, 4 sin 2t. So you may try for this one. Negative 8 sin t sin 2t. Minus 4 cos t cos 2t. This is I. Then minus 12 cos t. Negative 6 cos 2t, sorry. Then minus 6 sin t sin t. So sin squared ni, sin squared t. Okay. This is not A, this is B cross A. Okay, kita masuk nilai terus lah. At time t equals to pi over 2. Senang sebab dia nampak panjang. Kalau saya masuk nilai pi over 2. This one will be 0. This one will be 0. The cos pi over 2 also 0. The cos, okay, yang ni tak kosong sebab sin pi per 2 sama dengan 1 cos 2 darab pi per 2 sama dengan negatif 1. So cos A will be 0i minus negative 6 times 1 times negative 1j, and then plus this one cos squared actually, cos squared t, this one will be sin squared t. So the cos squared plus sin squared will be equals to 1. What's left is negative 6. Okay. So ini akan jadi negatif, 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 jadi negatif, negatif 6j minus 6j. Okay, this is what's left. V cross A. So your AN will be equals to V cross A, the norm, divided by the V norm, which is the V norm kita dah dapat tadi. If 6 squared plus 6 squared over negative 2 squared plus 2 squared squared. 36 plus 36 is 72. 2 plus 4 plus 4 is 8. So this one is actually square root 9, which is 3. So your AN is equals to 3. And then you define your AT equals to 0, AN equals to 3, and then curvature. Curvature is kappa equals to V cross A over the norm of V to the power of 3. Semua you dah cari dah ni tadi kan? V cross A is 72 atas ni tadi. And then the V is ni sama juga, square root 8. However, they are to the power of 3. So yang ini kalau tadi 3, so dia akan jadi 3 per 7 kuasa 8 kuasa 2, which is 3 over 8. 7 kuasa 72, 7 kuasa 70 per 7 kuasa 8 darab 7 kuasa 8 kuasa 2. Ini jadi 9. 9 per 8. Okay. So you may try lah later. So the answer for A, to sum up, the answer for AT is equals to 0, your AN equals to 3, and then your curvature equals to 3 over 8. For 5C, exercise 3.4. Yeah?
Can you scroll back a little because I have missed some. Can I see from the start? I want to take the picture.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Do you want me to scroll down?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, madam.
That's it for 2.4. Our last topic for chapter 2. So you can start study for your test this Friday.